Kodak Company is happy to bring you America's favorite family, the Nelsons. Ozzie, Harriett, David, and Ricky. Like most of us, they like to save their good times in pictures. And now, here's Harriett.
It's always seemed to me that keeping a family picture record is one of the finest things a mother can do for her family. And with an up-to-date camera by Kodak, it's one of the easiest, too. Like the other night when the boys are playing chess. I picked up my Brownie star flash and popped in a flash bulb. Then when David followed some of Ozzie's expert advice, I got a picture we'll always treasure. This Brownie star flash outfit is a wonderful investment for any family. And the cameras come in 4 distinctive colors: skyline blue, coral red, stardust white, and jet black.
The complete Brownie Star Flash outfit costs only $10.95. And now Kodak invites you to enjoy the adventures of Ozzie and Harriett.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Oh, hi, fellas.
Stop the countdown. Look out, Mr. Nelson, you're right on the firing range.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you guys were testing rockets out here. Well, we're trying to shoot for the moon?
Are you kidding? This rocket could never reach the moon. It doesn't have enough velocity to get it out of the field of gravity.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right at that. How high will it go?
What do you think, Tony? Well, if all the stages fire the way they're supposed to, we might clear the garage.
Oh, are you kidding? You'll clear the garage easily.
Ozzie, you better get going. You're going to miss your appointment.
Okay. Well, I have to blast off, boys. See you later.
So long. Okay, let's start the countdown again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
5, 4. I told you that clock is a minute fast, Mr. Darby.
I don't see why we have to wait for Oz anyway. We got here first.
Well, like I said, Mrs. Nelson called and made an appointment for 10:15, which is 10:16 on that clock.
Well, he's got 10 seconds.
Start the countdown, Darb.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Well, good morning, gentlemen. If you just made it.
What'll it be, Mr. Nelson?
Oh, just a trim. Don't take too much off the top, please.
I don't see why you don't let me go first, Oz. It'd only take about 30 seconds.
It'll only take you about 10 seconds, but Harriett phoned and made an appointment.
I've never seen this hair tonic before, Bob. Is it new?
Yes, it is, Dr. Williams.
What do you think?
It's worth a try.
What are you laughing at? You're getting pretty thin on top yourself.
Oh, now, Doc, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at this ad here on the picture page.
What ad?
Stark realism. Shocking. Horrifying. See an entire Army division disintegrated by the terrifying little green men from outer space. Kiddie matinee on Saturday.
I wonder if there are people on the other planets.
Not people as we know them.
Well, who can tell? Maybe a lot of them have landed here and we just haven't found out about it.
You've been reading too many science fiction stories, Oz.
Well, sometimes science fiction of today is the accepted fact of tomorrow. What about Jules Verne and some of the things he wrote about, or Leonardo da Vinci, for that matter?
Oz, what's your opinion on flying saucers?
Well, I don't know. Been an awful lot of unexplainable things flying around the air, and they've got a lot of documented evidence of people who claim to have seen flying saucers.
Yeah, here's your chance to win $1,000.
What's that?
The Bijou Theater is offering $1,000 to anybody who takes a picture of a flying saucer while the little green men from outer space is playing at the theater.
That's just a publicity stunt.
Well, that's possible, but it could be the theater manager's genuinely interested in getting a picture of a flying saucer.
Yeah. Even if you don't want the $1,000, Oz, why don't you do the guy a favor?
Look, I'm not going to try to take a picture of something that doesn't exist. Well, I didn't say that. I just said I don't know.
Whether they do or not?
Yeah, that's right.
Why don't you take a picture of one, and then we'll all know for sure.
Yeah, why don't you, Oz? You know you're a pretty good man with a camera.
Okay, fellas. Here you are, Bob.
Thanks, Mr. Nelson. Say, if you do get a picture of a flying saucer, can I have a copy for the barbershop? Thanks, that'll be fine. Well, gentlemen, who's next?
Oh, here, Darb, you call it.
Heads.
I am. Oh, is it all right if I leave my coat on?
You could have left your hat on.
He gave you a very nice haircut.
Oh, thanks. It's a wonder he could cut it at all the way Doc and Darby were heckling him.
I thought they were heckling you.
Oh, well, they tried to, but they didn't get very far. You know, for a couple of intelligent guys, they sure can have closed minds about certain things.
You mean like flying saucers?
Well, yeah, I don't say there are such things or that we can expect little green men to come walking up to us and say, take me to your leader. But I do think we all should have open minds about things we're not sure of.
Hi, Mom. Hi,
Oh,
Pop.
hi, Rick.
Hi, Rick.
Hey, nice haircut.
Oh, thanks. Speaking of haircuts.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm going to get one tomorrow. Besides, I don't look very good in a short haircut. Here you are, Pop.
What's this?
That's a couple rolls of film so you can take the picture of the flying saucer.
Okay, when did you run into Dr. Williams and Mr. Darby?
Oh, I didn't. I saw Mr. Randolph. He told me about it.
How do you like that, Harriett? They're spreading the news all over town.
Hey, are you really serious about this, Pop?
Well, no, not about taking a picture, no.
Well, I thought you were.
Well, no, Harry, not about the picture. I just said I think the jury is still out on the question of flying saucers.
Well, don't get mad at me. I haven't made up my mind one way or the other.
Well, there sure would be a lot of red faces around here if somebody actually came up with a legitimate picture of a flying saucer.
And I know just the guy who can do it.
All those in favor of Pop taking a picture of a flying saucer tonight, say aye.
Aye.
Go along with the gang.
Oh, hi, fellas.
Harriett.
Come on in. Oz in the living room. Oz, you've got company.
Oh, guess who? Oh, hi, fellas.
We're not interrupting anything, are we?
No, no, no.
Well, gee whiz, Oz, You tell him, Doc.
No, you tell him.
No, you tell him.
Tell me what?
This is very embarrassing, Oz, but Doc and I came over to apologize.
Apologize for what?
We've been thinking it over, and after all, who are we to say there's no such thing as a flying saucer?
Oh, well, you're entitled to your opinion.
Thanks, Oz.
Glad to see you're not so narrow-minded as you were.
No, I'm not, and I never was.
And who knows, it's just possible that you could get a picture of a flying saucer.
I never said that.
No, I said it.
Oh, you mean you really think I could?
Well, it's worth a try.
Who do you guys think you're kidding?
There he goes, back to his narrow-minded attitude again.
No, I'm not narrow-minded. If you guys want to take a picture of a flying saucer, you just go right ahead.
Fine. Can we borrow your camera?
My camera?
Yes, here it is. Oh, you finished loading it?
Oh, well, yes, I did.
Come on, Oz. Let's go out in the backyard.
Are you kidding with this?
No, we're serious. We'll split the $1,000 three ways. Come on, Oz.
I'm not going to stand out in the backyard freezing to death trying to get a picture of something that probably doesn't exist.
Is this the Ozzie Nelson who took our place at the barber shop this morning?
If you guys think you're putting me on, you're wasting your time.
It's okay with me, Darb. I'd just soon split the money two ways.
It's okay with me, too.
Come on, Doc.
Have fun, boys.
Hey, there's one, Doc.
Oh, no, that's just a falling star.
This is fantastic. They're actually trying to get a picture of a flying saucer. Well, suppose they do get a picture. Are you kidding? Oh, were you kidding this morning in the barber shop? Well, you know I wasn't. It's possible there are things in outer space. Flying saucers. Well, then why aren't you out there trying to get a picture of one? Well, we'd look pretty silly if Doc and Darby really got a picture of one. Do you think it's possible? Well, anything is possible. That's what I've been saying. Well, then why take a chance?
Ozzie?
Oh.
Were you talking to yourself?
Oh, no, I was... Well, well, yes.
What are they doing out there?
Who?
You know who. Those two fellas you're spying on.
No, I wasn't spying on them. I just want to see how they were doing.
Why don't you go out and see?
Oh, well, I'm not really that interested. Say, do we have any hot coffee?
Why?
Well, I thought they might be getting cold out there.
Want me to go out and call them in?
No, that won't be necessary. I'll take the coffee out to them.
Oh, yeah, that's a good excuse for going out there.
Thank you. I think it is. Yeah, I brought you guys some coffee.
Oh, you finally figured out a way to come out here and still save face, huh?
That's great.
Well, thank you anyway, Oz.
Any luck?
No, just a couple of false alarms. A falling star and an airplane. Well, how am I supposed to drink this and still keep my eye glued to the camera?
Oh, well, maybe Oz will help us out for a few minutes
No,
here.
no. This is your project.
Now, don't be so stuffy. Look, do you think we have the camera tilted at the right angle?
How can you tell what the right angle is?
Well, you just kind of have to guess at it. Take a look, Oz.
Here, Oz. Maybe you better use this.
What's this for?
Well, you hold it over the camera and it cuts down on the glare. How can you be so obstinate?
Say, Oz, is this your baseball bat?
No, that belongs to one of the neighborhood kids.
Well, you better take it in the house. It'll get ruined out here.
How about it, Oz? See anything yet?
No. Hey, wait a second. What was that flash?
I didn't see any flash.
There's a little flash of light.
Well, it was probably a reflection of some sort.
Well, I think I better get on home. I guess maybe this just isn't the night for flying saucers.
I'm afraid you're right, Darb. Well, we see you tomorrow, Oz.
Wait, what about all its equipment? Thank you.
Hey, Pop, did you know your picture was in the paper?
My picture? Let me see it. Harriett, look at this. Crackpot or scientist. So that's what those guys were up to.
Local citizen Ozzie Nelson accepts Bijou Theater manager's challenge. Promises to photograph flying saucer and collect $1,000 reward.
I didn't promise anything of the
Ozzie must be
sort.
pretty sure of himself. We presume the baseball bat is to fight off the little men from outer space. Yes, we don't know what the umbrella's for.
What is it for, Pop?
Well, it's to keep the glare out of the lens.
Hey, did you get it? Did you get it?
You bet I did, Mike. To tell the truth, sunshine or shade, I could hardly miss if I wanted to with this camera. It's the brand new Brownie Scope Sight turret movie camera by Kodak. And you simply got to shoot it to believe what it can do. It has a built-in exposure meter here, coupled to a pointer right in the viewfinder. You get perfect exposure simply by turning this knob to center the pointer as you view each scene. You get beautiful color movies, reel after reel. What's more, the finder adjusts to your own eyesight, like this. And like all Brownie turret cameras, it lets you take 1, 2, 3 kinds of scenes with just a twist of the wrist. It's new from Kodak, packed with exciting features that make family movies easier and better than ever. And it costs only $99.50, or as little as $10 down. The single lens model costs only $79.50. Brownie Scope Sight movie cameras are further proof that you get the best in pictures when you insist on the name Kodak.
Harriett! Never mind, Harriett.
Hi, Mr. Nelson.
Oh, hi, boys. Here's your satellite. It came flying over the garage roof there.
Well, thanks. Did you get any pictures of any flying saucers yet?
No, not yet.
I saw your picture in the paper.
Oh, well, thanks a lot.
Mr. Nelson,
Yeah?
what is a crackpot?
Oh. Well, it's just an expression.
If you get a picture of a flying saucer, would you give us a copy for our clubhouse? We don't have a clubhouse. Well, he hasn't got the picture yet either.
Look, fellas, I don't want you to build up your hopes too high. There's a good chance I may not get a picture of a flying saucer. In fact, there aren't many people who've ever seen one.
Gee, you haven't given up already, have you?
Oh, no, of course not.
You'll get one. Sure you will. We got a lot of confidence in you, Mr. Nelson. I don't care what my father says.
Oh. thanks a lot.
Bet our flying saucer looked pretty real flying through the air, didn't it?
Oh, yeah, it looked fine.
Why don't you take a picture of it for us? Yeah, then we can tell everybody it's a picture of a real flying saucer.
Oh, well, I couldn't do that, boys. That wouldn't be exactly honest. Why don't you let me borrow it for just a couple of minutes?
Why, Pop?
Well, you guys fly it on the baseball field.
We don't have time. We're going to the movies.
Oh, what are you going to see?
The little green men from outer space.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the picture you're plugging, isn't it, Pop?
Well, not willingly.
Oh, we'll be seeing you, Mr. Nelson.
Okay, fellas, so long.
So long. Bye, Rick. Bye.
So long.
Well, you weren't seriously considering faking a picture, were you, Pop?
Well, to be honest with you, yes, I was. After all, I'm getting desperate. I got to find some way to get even with Mr. Darby and Doc Williams.
Well, why don't you take a picture of a real flying saucer?
Are you kidding? They don't exactly come flying over here on schedule, you know.
Well, I bet I could get a picture for you.
Are you trying to get your picture in the paper, too?
No kidding, Pop. Let me ask you something. What goes under a cup?
Saucer.
And suppose somebody took a saucer and sailed it across a yard. What would it be?
Well, it would be a saucer that was...
Try flying.
Flying, it'd be a flying saucer.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Well, I mean, yes, it's a flying saucer, but... after all, it is a saucer, and it's flying.
That's what I said. Aren't you glad I gave you the idea instead of David? Otherwise, it'd probably cost you about $10.
How much are you going to charge me?
Only $5.
Well, nothing in sight yet.
Oh, come on, Oz. It's getting cold out here.
Yeah, what's the gag? Let's get this thing over with.
There's no gag. I just have a feeling I'm going to get a picture of a flying saucer.
Oh, why be such a sorehead, Oz? Just admit the picture we took of you is pretty funny and forget the whole thing.
Well, I can't forget the whole thing. As I can forget the picture, but I can't forget the challenge involved. I don't want my friends going around saying, what is he, a crackpot or a scientist?
Oh, don't be so self-conscious, Oz. They know you're not a scientist.
Well, we'll see. Nothing in sight yet.
Okay, Oz, take the picture. What do you want us here for?
As witnesses. I don't want you guys going around saying I took a phony picture.
Oz, we won't.
Oh, good.
Now what's he up to?
Here we are. Yeah, I've drawn up a little document here. I want you guys to sign this after I've taken the picture. That's how confident I am.
This is to certify that we have witnessed Ozzie Nelson's photographing of a real, genuine flying saucer.
That's right.
Real genuine. That's kind of redundant, Oz.
No, I just want to make sure. Will you sign it?
If we see you take a picture of a real, genuine flying saucer, we'll sign it.
Wait a minute, Doc. I just thought of something. What about the money?
What money?
With the $1,000 the theater manager is putting up. Now, if Oz gets a picture, and I'm not admitting that he will, but if he should just happen to get one, then our signatures are going to help him get that money.
Yeah.
Don't you think that our signatures are worth at least a third of that $1,000?
Yeah, how about that, Oz?
Well, okay.
Fine. Give me a pen. I'll sign it right now.
Oh, no. I want you to sign it till after I've taken the picture.
Oh, okay. I guess we better do this honestly.
Yeah, well, then we'll never get the money.
Well, yes, you will, as soon as I take the picture. And I have a feeling I'm going to get the picture.
Now, are you really expecting a flying saucer?
Well, yeah, yes, I just have a feeling one's going to come over here any minute.
Doc, haven't you got something in your bag that'll help this man?
Here's something.
Hey, I heard something. What was it?
There's nothing.
Well, now, wait a minute. I heard something.
Hey, look!
Yes! Get it! Did you get it, Oz? Did you get a picture? Did you get it? How can you be so calm?
Well, I told you I had confidence I was going to get the picture. Now, the pen here. Come on, gentlemen, we'll sign this.
Yeah.
Just sign right here.
Now, wait a second, Oz. There's something fishy about this whole deal.
You saw it, he saw it, and I saw it.
Yeah, but what did we saw? What did we see?
A flying saucer.
How do you know it was a flying saucer?
What goes under a cup?
Well, a saucer.
That's right. And if you sail one through the air, what would it be doing?
Well, it'd be...
Try flying.
Flying saucer.
That's right. You saw a flying saucer. Come on. Wait a minute, Doc. We had an agreement. You'd sign the paper if you saw a flying saucer, and you saw a flying saucer. Be my guest, Doc.
What we saw play on words. We saw a flying saucer.
But it might be worth $333.33 to us.
A sign here, please.
There's right under my name there, Doc. We saw a flying saucer.
Thank you, fellas. It's a pleasure to do business with you.
Well, okay, let's go down and see the theater manager.
Oh, no, wait a second. It was never my intention to cheat anybody out of any money here.
Well, then why did you have us sign the paper?
Well, for a very good reason. Now, if anybody calls me a crackpot, I've got a couple of witnesses. I have 2 reputable citizens, 2 fellow crackpots who actually saw me see a saucer.
Okay, Oz, you win.
Go celebrate your victory with a piece of Harriet's cake.
Wait a minute. I got to tell Ricky he was the saucer pilot. Rick. Rick. He's not here.
What do you mean he isn't there?
Well, he was supposed to hide behind the garage and throw the saucer. Rick?
Oh, I'm right here, Pa.
Oh, I was looking for you behind the garage.
Oh?
Well, it's okay. I told him you threw the saucer.
Well, the only thing, though, I didn't throw it.
What are you talking about?
Well, I didn't get a chance to. I got a phone call, and I've been in the house for the last 20 minutes.
Well, that's impossible.
Okay, Oz, what's the trick?
Well, no, there's no trick. Ricky was supposed to scale the saucer across the garage roof.
But he didn't.
Well, what did we see then?
You mean you actually saw something?
Well, yeah, see, there was this whistling noise, and then this saucer came flying over the garage. Wait a minute, a flying saucer. Oz, you got a picture of it.
That's right.
You mean you actually took a picture of a real, genuine flying saucer?
Well, whatever it was that came sailing across the roof, I sure as heck got a picture of it.
Well, all we have to do is get the film developed and we'll find out what it is.
Well, calm down.
Well, why don't we meet at my office tonight? We can use my dark room.
Yeah, and as the old saying goes, we'll see what develops. Taking him so long?
Oz, he's making the enlargement.
Here it is.
Wow. Do you realize what we've got here?
Nobody'll believe it.
But they've got to believe it. Here's the picture to prove it. You've got to believe it. Here's the picture to prove it.
Look, Mr. Nelson, every week people come to this newspaper with pictures of flying saucers, and they're all phony.
Well, then this isn't a phony. These 2 gentlemen saw me take the picture. Here. There's a signed statement to that effect.
Do you know these men?
Well, certainly I do. They're my neighbors. They're my best friends. They were the ones who took that phony picture of me you printed in your paper.
Mr. Nelson, I've got a paper to get out.
Look, are you going to print this picture or not?
Or not.
I'm sorry, but if you're so sure it's a picture of a flying saucer, why didn't you take it right down to the manager of the theater and collect the $1,000?
Well, the theater is closed, but we'll be down there first thing in the morning.
Yes, sir. The manager will be right out.
Oh, thank you.
Oz, do you think he's trying to stall us?
How can he stall us? He made the offer, and we've got the picture.
Oh, yes, gentlemen.
Oh, how do you do?
What can I do for you?
Well, my name is Nelson, Ozzie Nelson.
Ozzie, oh, say, I've been looking forward to meeting you. I want to thank you for that picture in the paper.
Oh. I have another one here for you.
Oh, that's too bad. This is the last day we're showing the movie, so it's a little too late for any more publicity. But that picture of you did more to stimulate business than any stunt we've had in a long time.
Oh.
Crackpotter signed us. That was good.
That wasn't exactly what I came over to see you about.
Oh, of course. Excuse me. Estelle, 3 load seats for Mr. Nelson and his friends.
Oh, the house, gentlemen. No, really, I don't want any of those.
You might just as well have the best. Oh, by the way, have you got any children?
Well, yes, I have 2 sons.
Oh, just that. Here, give these to your boys. We've been giving them out to all the kids. They've been sailing them all over town.
You mean these actually fly?
Oh, yes, of course. And they make the darndest whistling sounds.
Try whistling.
Oh, say, you fellas will probably get a kick out of this. Some guy tried to palm off this picture of a plastic saucer as a picture of a real flying saucer. He came down here and tried to collect the $1,000. Now, there's a real, genuine crackpot. Can you imagine anybody actually believing in flying saucers anyway? Or that you could get a picture of them?
Of course, it's possible. I mean, nothing's impossible.
Like this crazy movie we're showing. Do you really expect to run into a little green man from outer space?
Well, personally...
Come on, let's go.
Thank you very much.
Well, don't you want to see the picture?
No, thanks. We've seen all the pictures we wanted to.
Next week we're showing The Vampire from Under the Sea. If you get any ideas, Mr. Nelson, I'd sure appreciate hearing them. Thank you. So long, gentlemen.
Well, this all proves one thing. A man will do anything for money.
Yes, do you realize how close you came to making us do something dishonest, Oz?
Well, me? It was you guys started the whole thing by taking my picture and putting it in the paper.
We were just trying to prove how silly you were.
Just because I said there might be such a thing as flying saucers?
And little green men from outer space.
That's possible, too.
Stick 'em up and take me to your leader.
Hiya, Stan.
Hi.
Who'd you think it was, a little man from outer space?
This is about the realest genuine little man you'll ever see.
Take it easy, Stan.
Goodbye, Stanley.
Bye, Stan.
Hey, that's a funny-looking spacesuit. Where'd you get that?
We sailed down to ask a few questions of the Earth people. Take me to your leader.
Well, it's possible.
Next week, the adventures of Ozzie and Harriett will be brought to you by the Quaker Oats Company, makers of fine foods for the whole family. Now a word about one of the many fine Quaker products.
When I say one morning I was peacefully enjoying my favorite breakfast cereal when in comes my nephew, Beauregard.
Just what you doing, Uncle Senator?
Don't bother me, Beauregard. Have some Quaker puffed wheat or puffed rice and leave me be.
Is this flavored up? Flavor, that is, like bubble gum?
No, son. My cereal has got to taste natural.
No peppermint?
It ain't natural.
Well, Uncle Senator, what's it do?
Nothing, son. It just lays there and tastes good.
I declare they ought to do something to it.
Beauregard, Quaker puffed wheat and puffed rice are just right like they are. When you got a good thing, don't mess around with it. I say there's just no flavor like natural flavor. You can't beat the crisp, fresh taste of Quaker puffed wheat and puffed rice. That's a cereal, son.
Ozzie and Harriett are brought to you on film by Eastman Kodak Company, who also present The Ed Sullivan Show on another network. And remember,
not even a Kodak camera takes pictures yesterday, so take some this weekend. Stock up on Kodak film. Good night. The old adage, hard work never killed anyone, is far truer than many of us may think. The fact is, hard work never harmed a healthy heart. Hearts are damaged only by disease, and only medical research can uncover the causes of heart disease. Today, medical science, supported by your Heart Association, has made dramatic progress in developing new methods of diagnosis, treatment, and in some cases even cures. So help speed the fight against our nation's #1 health menace. Give to Heart, care of your local post office, and help your heart fund help your heart.
this has been an ABC Television Network film presentation.